Hello class! At this moment, I would like to demonstrate to you our sample code in our data types topic. So this is my given handouts. I hope you can recall the content of our lesson in our unit 2 that's about VBNet data types. So I'll be demonstrating to you how we are going to perform the following activity or exercise so that you will have idea about its real scenario. So you don't have to do anything, just have to watch and learn so that later when you are all ready to perform the project or activities required of you, you will be able to do it. So let's try to make use of this handouts as our guide in our coding. Then we'll open Visual Basic application. So it's just here in my desktop. Okay, so this is the whole window. We are to just click new project here and the Windows Forms application. Okay, so let's start it off. Let's just put it into restore state. So this is our Visual Basic window containing the menu and then the standard toolbars. Here is our toolbox where we click if we want to add objects or controls to our object, to our form. This is our Solution Explorer. This is our Properties window where we set if we already have controls in our object, in our form. So let me first add a button because that's the very control we need in this exercise. So to rename the text of the button 1 because it is by default that its name is set to button 1. So we are to click at the control here, then look at its properties here in the properties window. So the name of that property is text. So let's change its default name from button 1 to OK. Okay, so that's it. So now let's click the form, okay, our object form 1. The default file name or the default name or text of our form is form 1. We will also need to change this one, the text. Okay, so let's change the form 1 to hello. Okay, that's it. If you are done, just click at the object here, then you can just see the change in the form. So the next thing we are to do is to add a code. So to do that, we are to double click at the control where we want or the what we call control, the event handler, and our button is the event handler. Okay, so it is where we are to type our codes. So to do that, we are to double click at the button. Then the code window will just appear. The first and the last line is already provided. Just have to type here at the center for our code. Okay, so if you want to go back to the object or to the form, just click this tab. Okay, if you want to go back to the design view. Okay, if you want to design the program interface of our form or of our object. And if you want to go back to the code window, just have to click the code window tab here. Okay, so let's put it in the restore state and let's try to look at our code in our handouts. So suppose you want to display a message box or dialog box if you click at the OK button. Okay, so we'll first do the coding. Let's try to type name check as boolean. Check means true. Then a message box will appear with the following argument. or message. Okay, the value assigned for check is what's the value? Check. Okay, so check. Next, let's declare dim count as integer. Then count is equivalent to 100. If that's true, then under message box will appear MSG. Okay, then an argument will be the value assigned for count is then 100. Sorry, it's count. Okay, next, let's add another declaration dim str as string. Then str is or it will display a string test text. Then we'll add another message box. The value holding count, I have to make some correction here. Count, holding count is count. Okay. Then for the string test, the value, okay, the value holding for S string is then str. Okay, sorry, it's str. Okay, that's it. Enter. So let's try to run this application to check if our code is correct. Okay, by clicking at the run or start debugging button here, or you may also press F5. Oops, there are errors. Okay, I got a wrong entry here. Okay, so that will appear if you have errors in the code. So let's try to start debugging again by clicking at here. Yes, okay. Okay, I got a luck here. I have a lacking character. Okay, so another correction for our code. So unless we correct our errors in the code window, we cannot run the program. Okay, so let's again start the debugging. So if you can see the object displayed here is the one that we have created earlier. If you click at the OK button, then the program will execute. You have the instructions you have specified in the code window. So I'll start clicking the OK button now. Click. So the value assigned for check is true. Okay. Then another dialog box appears. The value holding count is 100. Okay. And the value holding for str is string test. Okay, so that's how the application works. If you are to click again the button, so it will display to you the same result. So just click at the exit the button if you want to close the runtime. So this is already our exercise 2 for the unit 2 exercise. It's about declaring our data type. So that would be all for this exercise in our Unit 2 topic. I hope you can have your own exercise at home about this activity. Okay, so that would be all. So stay tuned for our next exercises. Thank you.